We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Los Angeles find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Sandy Koufax gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Now at the plate, Bill Mazeroski. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. In there, no balls and a strike. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Mazeroski is retired, and there's one away.
The right fielder.
Digging in, Roberto Clemente, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a pitch on the way. Koufax, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
That is third. The left fielder, number 4, Ralph Kiner.
Into the box, Ralph Kiner. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Vern Law out of Idaho will be the starter on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
So striding forward now, Jackie Robinson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
Here it comes. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, coming off last night's W, we had a chance to catch up with the manager. He just liked the way guys are playing. They're showing up to the yard ready to go. They're playing as a collective group. A lot of good things happening in this clubhouse. I know it's the first inning, but he better find his release point on that breaking stuff or he's in for a long day.
And it's 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
So now to the plate, Sean Green, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Green is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
Robinson on at first, nobody out. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
At the plate, Roy Campanella, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 4th home run here in the early going. And the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
So here's Cody Bellinger. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. The 1-0. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Adrian Beltre, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Popped him up. Pena will wait on it. And there's the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Duke Snyder.
Striding into the box, Duke Snyder. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Pitch on the way. Three runs already home here. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-0 Los Angeles. Second inning set to go, and in strides the familiar waddle of pops, Willie Stargell.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike to the now 39-year-old veteran.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
The 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And he got him.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
At the plate now, Bobby Bonilla. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 5 homers, 10 RBIs. Big, slow breaking ball, one that drops in for a strike. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. And he struck him out.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Into the box now, Andy Van Slyke. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
This offense just doesn't look like they came to play today. Ugly swing after ugly swing. Just neat.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Corey Seager.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting it, the left fielder, Pedro Guerrero.
At the plate, Pedro Guerrero is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
The 2-1 home. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
The pitcher.
At the plate, Sandy Koufax. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now the 2-0.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Dodgers down in order. They lead it 3-0. So digging in now, Arky Vaughn. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Tony Pena. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Bases are empty, one man out. That's inside. 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
There's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
The pitcher, Vern Law, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. From the stretch. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. To second for one. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Pirates nothing. Now to the plate, Jackie Robinson. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Second baseman, Jackie.
Here it comes.
Robinson.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint. But what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Squared that one up just a little late. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The high fastball is in there.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
The bat, the catcher.
Striding in once again, Roy Campanella. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Now the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Late swing on that curveball right there to run the count 0-2. Don't think he recognized that one too well.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here it comes, 1-0. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Adrian Beltre is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 2 down, runners at first and second. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Three and 0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
A strike, and it's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Next for the Dodgers, Duke Snider, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Clemente is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Dodgers leave them loaded, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Stepping in, Bill Mazeroski. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Bill Mazeroski.
Now the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Line towards center field, and the Pirates are in the hit column.
The right fielder, number 21, Roberto Clemente.
In now, Roberto Clemente, as he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Here's a called strike on the curveball. 1-2. From the stretch. A bouncer to the left side. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ralph Kiner. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the belt, the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Willie Stargell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Right fielder looking up, and that one is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Buccos have made this a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box, Bobby Bonilla. 0-1 the count. Bonilla, originally from New York State. This is his first year at the big league level. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Pirates 2. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field and Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading up for the Dodgers.
Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And striding to the plate will be Corey Seager. First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 1-2. Down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Pitch on the way.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
To the plate now, Pedro Guerrero, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Mazeroski onto the grass. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Sandy Koufax. And the pitch. A ball and no strikes. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. A ball and a strike.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Andy. Then what?
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he goes after one up in the zone as this is popped up back near second base. Seager is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Now back.
Now at the plate, Arky Vaughn. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball,
5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. In there, 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2. To third. Fielded cleanly. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Now back.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
Stepping into the box, Tony Pena, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for a strike. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Green in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now back, the pitcher.
Ready now, Vern Law. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. He's set. The 0-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt them after all as the inning is over. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're down 3-2. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson.
First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Van Slyke comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Now at the plate, Sean Green. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 on its way. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Here it comes on 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Stepping in now, Roy Campanella, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And it's quickly 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Hit hard to the right. Foul.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Fouled off. Ready on 1-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get fouled. Now another 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Looking up is the right fielder. Still going back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and it's going to give the Dodgers a 4-2 lead.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now the pitch.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Coming to the plate now, Adrian Beltre. First offering on its way.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
1-0 pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top. But he was able to lay off it.
The 2-0 on the way. Too high. And it's 3-0. Duke Snider would be next. 2 out with the man at first. High in the air down the right field line. And foul.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Digging in, Bill Mazeroski. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Snider is there, and he has it for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Roberto Clemente. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Settling in now, Ralph Kiner. 3rd at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Still down by a count of 4-2. Ready for another chance? Duke Snider. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Bob Friend takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 19, Bob Friend.
Here's Corey Seager, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. From the stretch. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Stepping into the box, Pedro Guerrero. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with one gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
At the plate, Sandy Koufax, and their runners at the corners now. From the belt, the pitch.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and in steps a man whose number 42 has been forever retired, Jackie Robinson. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is low, ball 1. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Stepping in, Sean Green. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Two and 0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Here it comes, 2-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's now 6-2.
Wow, last night must seem like a million years ago. They couldn't get anything going, but they're lighting it up in this one.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. That tails back over, strike 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Kiner has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Pirates 2. Willie Stargell will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Now here's the pitch.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. And it's 2 balls and a strike to Pop Stargell. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Pirates right now would do anything to get that leadoff guy on. They would welcome a walk.
And a good take there, as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Standing in, Bobby Bonilla is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Shoots this one over to first. One there. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
So base is empty now after the double play. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Andy Van Slyke. First pitch on its way.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
2 out, nobody on. Fastball called for strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Into the corner and slicing foul. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Last half of the 7th here, and here comes the first baseman, Cody Bellinger.
The first baseman, Cody.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Outside, 3-0 now. Adrian Beltre is on deck. Here it comes, the 3-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Into the box now, Adrian Beltre. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2-0 count. Here it comes. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Has a look, now the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Over to Mazeroski. To Pops, and that finishes off the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Now batting, Duke Snider. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They lead it 6-2. Now at the plate, Arky Vaughn. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Green has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Digging in once again, Tony Pena. First pitch on its way. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, and they can't run it down. A 1-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Jason Kendall will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 18, Jason Kendall.
In there, strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way when you pitch a guy in. He pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning of this season.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, and behind the back, he gets his man at second to retire the side. Wow! One for the highlight reel as they get the force play to get him out of trouble. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Rick Rhodes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 29, Rick Rhodes.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And up next, the former All-Star shortstop, Corey Seager.
Corey Seager.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
0-1, here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right fielder looking up at the track, the wall, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run for Corey Seager. 4th home run here in the early going, and the lead is now 7-2.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Pedro Guerrero. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Where this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-World, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Line drive to center field. Van Slyke is right there, one down.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Pee Wee Reese will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Dodgers, number 1, Pee Wee Reese.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning.
Second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
So now to the plate, Jackie Robinson. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a base hit.
The right fielder, number 15, John Green.
At the plate now, Sean Green. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box, Roy Campanella. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Wow, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Bob Moose enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Bob Moose.
In now, Cody Bellinger.
The first baseman.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger. 2nd home run early in the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty D, how about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Adrian Beltre is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is foul right side. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Another good inning here for the Dodgers. Hey, not everybody leaves early. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Oral Hershiser comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
55. Oral Hershiser.
Stepping up to the plate, Roberto Clemente. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Down the third base, and this will kick off the third base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. So he waited till the ninth inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
He's set and the pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. And the payoff pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another payoff pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
At the plate, Willie Stargell. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Oh, and 1, here it comes. First and second here with nobody out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2. He's set, now the pitch. Hot shot towards the hole, and that's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Standing in now, Bobby Bonilla. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Bases loaded here. Nobody out. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move, but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
When you play in this park where the fences are shorter, this is going to happen more often than any other ballparks.
Jim Brewer will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 21, Jim Brewer.
Stepping in now, Andy Van Slyke, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. A 2-0 count to the Bucs center fielder.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the second run will score as well.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Into the box now, Arky Vaughn, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The set and the 1-0 pitch.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
.20 pitch, a fastball inside, and he's struggling here. It's 3-0. 4 runs here in this half inning. And that misses for ball 4, and it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Digging in now, Tony Pena, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. That's wide. 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Now a chopper to first. Might only get 1. There's 1. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
Hannes Wagner will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third.
Wagner.
Here's a fastball called for strike one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. 0-1, here it comes. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Now in the box, Bill Mazeroski. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Fouled away. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. 3rd foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. And it's fouled away. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
11-6 the final score in this ball game. The Dodgers posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Sandy Koufax takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 11 runs on 14 hits. 1 error, they left 6 men on base. For the Pirates, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.